everyone! Today it's quite a topic since Lost just launched, and I'm here with the creator.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
He's a bit shy. If you don't remember, I made a Lost but better video where I recreated Lost but better, and now we have
It's
the
not
final
perfect.
product. And now we have the final product here to test out and see if my version is actually better or not. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
First off, let's see the credits. This game made by SimonStach, developed by using Unity. Special thanks to playtesters, my brothers, my cousins, myself. Yep. Simon, don't you want to tell my audience what I playtested and what a pain in the ass I was?
We don't talk about that.
All right, just to clarify some things, this version that I'm playing right now is a beta, quote unquote, because this is not actually the final version. I'm playing a few days earlier because I'm friends with the developer.
Let's go.
So we have. Holy, did you actually put all the third-party assets?
Yes, this was a pain in the ass to add.
All right. Controls I don't actually need to know. Can you pause using P?
Yes.
Who the fuck uses
It's just another option.
this? All right, new game. Oh damn. Oh, this is different from.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. The ambiance. Yo, the ambiance is completely different. So, I'm gonna be just for clarifying some things. I'll put some screenshots on what was before and after because this is kind of nostalgic. And damn,
Yes, it looks much better, right?
yeah, it looks so much better. It has some things that yeah, I like this fog here. It's actually much better.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys never played this game, it's on Steam right now as we speak, and you can actually buy it. What I'm going to do now is a beta for this game.
Yes, it's pretty much the beta version.
But before you buy the game, and you actually play the demonstration of part of the
No.
game.
This version will be paid, and it's going to be the final version. So there's not going to be a free demonstration available, unfortunately.
Damn. And how much is this gonna cost? Just so the audience knows.
Yes, so this is gonna cost around $6 in the USA, but it depends on the region. There are other countries that it's going to be different, and in Europe it's five uh, €5.89.
Yeah. All right, it's really cheap, and it doesn't feel like a cheap game. So yeah, I think it's worth it. All right. I
Yeah,
just
I
wanna
think so.
I just wanna see. Um,
We don't talk about that note.
is this supposed?
Uh, no, absolutely not.
Damn, I'm gonna I'm gonna say I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Yes,
All right, so I
you
woke up in
didn't
a
see
sweat
anything.
again. Hey guys, I woke up in a sweat again. I've been having nightmares for a while now. Ever since the wait, was it was it again? I keep forgetting. Damn, where's my mom and dad anyway? Thanks, CT.
Hmm.
Yeah, you added some fog there. Damn, this looks much better. Wait, can I actually? Spoilers, guys. Spoiler about what is gonna happen. Alright.
He's already trying to break my game. This isn't fair.
Uh, yo, everything looks much. I love what he did with the counts and everything. It actually gave a lot of.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it also has some immersion breaking things, like you can see that there is no whatever.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but you know, it's the best I can do in in Unity.
Damn that lag spike. Let me. All right, so because I already played most. Can I not? Oh, because I already played most of the game, I already know what's gonna happen. I'm mostly doing this gameplay because I want to do an interview. Because last time I tried to do an interview, I don't know what happened. I forgot about almost everything I wanted to say. So let's try to do an interview now that the game it has launched. So SimonStach. Firstly,
Yes.
let me pull up my questions. All right. So first question: what inspired you to make mods?
Well, I'm kind of tired of the horror games being all the same. Like when you go to Steam and you buy like holy shit. Okay, let's continue talking.
Oh damn! Damn!
that's it's not it's not supposed to happen. I have no idea what you're doing. Oh damn.
Continue.
Yeah, so as I, as I was saying, um, I wanted to make a horror game that's like that has gameplay and it's not just a walking sim. So I tried to make this game with a lot of unique mechanics. Are you drinking that water?
No. Continue.
Yeah, okay, okay. And so yeah, that's why I got inspired to make this.
Yeah, that's a completely. I wasn't.
Oh my god.
Next question.
You're a great interviewer.
Yeah, aren't I? Anyways, so as I've seen, this game has evolved a lot since the first one. But just like, but I wanted to ask, if you could change one thing about the game, anything like in the development process, what would you change?
Oof, that's a tough question. Well, I'm kind of um, I wanted to add a few more things to the game, and one thing that I wasn't expecting was that the development would take so long, like 2 years. 2 years for this game, it's too much. So yeah, the one thing I wanted to change was probably to have a quicker development cycle. Like probably I could probably make this game in like a year, not
Year.
2 years. Like yes, a year. It will be much better. And but yeah, you know, this is my first commercial release, so it's kind of expected to take
Take
longer.
some time.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it.
Damn, but so you're saying that it took a lot of time developing this, like 2 years, yeah? But
Mm-hmm.
what took you so long? If you're saying that you could make this game in one
Well, first of all, I'm not doing this full time. I'm doing this completely uh, as a hobby, and I also have school and college and other stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to balance um, all of that, and I don't have much time Oh my fucking. Okay.
This was in a demo in that time. I think I already sent you this.
Hmm. Yes, I need to fix that.
You
Okay.
don't you don't. It's just some. If it was something game
Yes.
breaking, like you could skip that whole thing, it would be. Yeah, something. All right, boss time. Boss time.
What's the thing? Let's go.
I heard so from the first time I played as this boss, I could actually just stand here. And do all the things. Let's see if I can cheese this boss like I did last time. No way. There is no way. No way. No way. No way I can actually cheese the boss.
Well, technically, you can still do that, but sometimes the lights are gonna turn off, so you're gonna have to run. Yes, like this time. But it's temporary. Yeah, so I
Yep,
wanted the
time
first
to the
boss to be a bit
cheese.
easier.
Oh. Anyways, I was talking about cheese, but how could if you could describe? Oh, can I actually do that?
What?
Destroy
Grenades?
those little grenades.
Yes, yes.
Damn!
You're actually gonna need net for one of the achievements. But we'll let everyone find out on their own.
Yeah. I'm gonna be blurring all the achievements that I'm gonna be making in this video. Because, well, if I make one secret by accident, no, I don't want to.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because you're gonna need to play this game by yourself. Because it's only $6. It's what? It's like one cappuccino at Starbucks. I see the lights. I actually want to see the art for this. Did you draw this?
Yes, I had to draw the art for all the achievements. But it's some things that are already in the game, so it wasn't that bad.
Hmm. I could actually try to do this all. Like I know where all the notes are, but I don't wanna. I've been collecting some notes about this. I read the first one, but I don't think I should read all of them because well, it spoils a lot. I suppose a lot on where the notes are and everything because I already know where they are. I played
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. It's true, it's true.
So I'm just going to be continuing with the interview. So one thing that I wanted to ask is how if you could describe the difficulty of the game with one word, how could you describe it?
Um, I'd say hard. Like, not too hard, but hard enough. So,
Hard. Oh,
yeah, so you said one word, so yeah, it's a hard game. I think that I think that since you are already used to the game, it looks like it's pretty easy. Also, what is going on with those trees?
I don't know. You tell me. I just
They are
I
okay.
just
They are
saw
Christmas trees.
they're lighting up. They're waiting for the grandpa to show up with the presents.
Exactly.
Anyways, what you were saying?
Yeah. But um, since you are already used to this game, it looks like it's easy. But I think for a newcomer, this game is actually going to be pretty hard. So I'm probably thinking of adding some sort of hint system that lets the players know like how to solve the puzzles. Like give a little hint to on how to do it. And the enemies itself, they're not that hard. You saw what you can do with them.
Yeah, I freeze it. But anyways, I don't need it anymore. But how if you could compare your if you could compare the difficulty of this game with another game you have played, what game would you compare this difficulty to?
Um, well, let me tell you. Do you know Finding Frankie on Steam?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a parkour horror game, and I actually played it. So I think this that game has difficulty compared to this. So it has enemies, and you can jump and run around like this game. So yeah, it's pretty much the same.
So, so you're saying that it's the same difficulty as Frankie. So I think so. If it's the same, then a player that has no experience is going to be troubled. Is going to be troubled by some things. But after he plays it once or twice, he already has experience, and he can pass through the game.
Yes, yes, that's exactly right. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, that is fair. I didn't remember that scene. Was it? Easy, easy. Relax, like, damn. Can't you? All right. But I didn't have my flashlight.
No, no, you grabbed the flashlight and then you went downstairs.
Really?
Yes, we just cut that part of the video.
Oh, yeah, yes. I forgot. So, oh,
Run.
hey, so you said that game making wasn't your. Oh no. You said that game making wasn't exactly your priority. What is exactly your priority in life? Was it the game? Was it this? Was it university?
Well, that's a very deep question. But I like it. Yeah, I can answer that. So I think that in the first year, maybe the first year and a half, I was trying to focus more on school and college. But then, like in the past 5 or 6 months, I really wanted to
Oh
finish.
damn!
Oh,
Damn! They try.
you died.
The save system works.
Let's go.
Continue.
Yeah. So, but in the last 6 months, I wanted to focus more on finishing the game because like okay, because like I was working on it for way too long. It has been a year and a half, like in December. So I just said to myself, okay, I need to finish this. So I kind of locked in.
All right, all right. Oh, damn. Whoa, 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 Don't. You didn't. Right. And yep, my fog resetted.
Hmm. Weird.
That's the thing you need to do. And also, did you keep that? Are you going to keep this?
The top part I changed, like you said, and I can change it because I have the model of the entire house. But in this scene, I don't have the model of the house. I just have the basement, so I can't add literally anything above that.
It doesn't break that much the illusion of the game. And I love what you did in here.
Hello there.
Hello there, old sport. Let me see if I can actually. Oh, I can. Damn. Anyways, one thing that I've noticed is that all your puzzles are extremely creative. Like the one where you had a hammer, but instead of grabbing the hammer, it just slams that bookshelf on the car.
Yes, in the car. Yeah.
What were your inspirations for the
Um. Well, I think in most, if not all, the puzzles, I literally um made them up like from scratch. I didn't get inspired by anything. I um I think I have some creative ideas every now and then. So yeah, I wanted to add as much of my personality as possible to this game, and my puzzles were part of that.
So your
Yeah,
personality is random because there are a lot of, there is a lot of
exactly,
puzzle. There is a lot of puzzle.
exactly.
There's a,
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of puzzles that are just completely random.
Yeah.
They're all a lot of
Yeah, I wanted to get a mix between fun and creative. So yeah.
because if I didn't knew the answer, no, actually I remember my first time playing these puzzles. They kind of damn that lag spike. At least I have the game saved. Yep. Thank
You were always saying you were always talking about that lag spike. I can't do anything about it because the way
you.
my game saves, it kind of slows down a few frames when you save the game. You know what I mean? Like I'm saving literally hundreds of objects in the scene. So yeah, I can't do anything about it. That's why I only save in like spots where you're probably going to be standing still, like when you're opening the door, because then you can, even if you die, like what happened now, you're standing right at the door, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of. It doesn't. It kind of annoys me a little, but it's not that much. Damn!
There you go.
Finally.
There you go. You did that in memory, but there was a note there you could see if you wanted.
Yeah. I just did it from memory because it's literally the a birthday. It's literally the first thing you ever learn in the video.
Yeah, of course.
It's part of the lore. And by the way, transitioning to the lore, the game has a lot of things about lore. But how could you, if you could describe the game's lore, how could you describe
Um, Lackluster.
it? Lackluster? Why so?
Yeah. So that's actually a difficult thing for me to add. How can I explain this? I wanted to add a lot more to the story, and I wanted like to add cutscenes with. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
I
kind.
wanted to add cutscenes with. That doesn't look right. I wanted to add cutscenes with how do I say this? Motion capture and voice acting and a lot of those neat stuff. But I figure out that I'm an indie dev. I can't do all that. So yeah, I had to I had to scale down a lot on the story side of the game, and that's why I just added those notes and a few cutscenes scattered throughout because I want this game to be done like in this decade. So I can't do anything. I can't do like everything, you know? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So so you're saying that the game story isn't.
Um, I think that what I managed to add is well thought out and it's great, but it could have been better. I just didn't have the resources and time to add all that. And you're right.
Damn. Oh, it doesn't.
But hopefully, the people that play the game will not be upset about the story. I still wanted to add an immersive story to the game, you know, like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
book.
yeah. All her games nowadays need a story. Mine included. Mine included. I also
E-
needed a little bit of story for
exactly.
mine. But that
Yeah.
isn't. I want to say something really bad right now, but I can't. I mean, YouTube. I'm a family friendly. I'm a family friendly channel. what we were saying. Yeah, the story. Yeah,
The
just
story.
it doesn't need to be that good of a story. It just needs to complement the gameplay well. Because if the game already is already good, the story just a little complement, just a little oh,
Oh damn.
this is just a little side quest for the player to figure out. But
Yeah,
it
I think so.
and talking about the story of this game revolves around people and family. I can already I already knew it. Just for clarification, I don't know anything about the story. SimonStach made a really good job to hide the story from me, so I don't know anything. I only know what what is been presented to me by the game. So yeah,
Yes.
I wanted to ask: is this lore the FNAF style lore? Like, oh damn, FNAF style lore like you could like the game like it's gonna be taking you 4 games to complete the story. Damn, it's gonna be
Whoa, 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 whoa.
just a moment, please. This beautiful lady is trying to end my race right here. Anyway, while that is happening, is this game gonna have a continuation? Just wanted to quickly touch
Um,
on that.
yes, that's a great question. I'm not sure yet, but probably not. I'm going to say that.
Oh, boss time!
Yes, boss time.
Oh, I remember this boss really well. Oh damn!
Oh,
This
you're
boss is
so lucky.
this boss is really exciting. You because the gimmick for this boss is actually really amazing. So what you do is I'm not gonna host it. I'm not gonna. Oh damn!
Whoa.
Calm down.
You're locked in now.
I'm kind of.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Finished. Let's go.
Nice job.
All right, all right, all right. Oh, so about the continuation, what we were saying.
Yeah, so there's probably not gonna be another game.
Well,
Um,
why not?
I thought about that, but um, how can I say this? I started working on a horror game because I knew this was going to be an easier game to make, you know, for a beginner developer, and because I thought of this story, um, I have some ideas for this story 2 years ago. I think you can remember that.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. I remember trying to help you with coming up with a story.
Yes, exactly. A bit of the story is actually your ideas. Um, but yeah, so already have this story finished in this game, from start to finish. So if I wanted to make another game, I would have to add new stuff that doesn't really make sense. And I wanted to move on to another genre of game in general. I'm not going to make another horror game probably in the next few years.
Damn. What is what do you think is going to be your next game? Going to be an action-packed game, an RPG? What do you think?
Um, well, I probably can't say that yet, but I'm going to announce it probably really soon. So yeah, I think that when I announce it, you can go check out my channel and SimonStach, obviously, and then we can discuss it. But right now, I don't really want to talk about the idea. Hopefully, you understand.
Yeah, I understand. So you heard from him, not me. Go subscribe to me, not him. Just kidding. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah.
so this part of the game is the less part of the game. It's actually outside of the game, and because I know there was gonna be more content, and it was cut. I wanted to ask you, what content did you cut and why?
That's a very good question. I wanted to add a greenhouse to the game, like a greenhouse area, and I don't know. I wanted the story to feel to make sense, you know.
Yeah,
And in my story, I thought about the characters and all of that. You're going to see the cutscene now, and I didn't want to add a new area to the game if it didn't make sense in the story.
yeah.
And if I added that greenhouse, I would have to come up with a new character or something like that. I don't have a new character, so yeah, I can't just add something um, for the sake of it. It needs to make sense. Anyways, let's watch the
Flashbang!
cutscene.
It's calling me. Yo. Damn, let's go. He's good at. And another one. Damn, he's good at. No way. No way that actually happened. No way that actually happened. Boy, are you okay?
Yeah,
Damn.
so there you go. That's the explanation of that enemy.
Why did Zeus just strike him down? What did he do to deserve this? Hashtag undeserved, guys. Post it on Twitter right now.
Let's make a hashtag out of this.
what we what were we talking?
Um, I don't know. I was talking about the greenhouse, but I already talked about everything. I think.
Oh, so the content that you cut. So, I heard the game is on Steam, and I heard it's the first game you made it that it's going on Steam. What was the experience playing the game on Steam?
It sucks.
Why do you think that?
No, I'm exaggerating. Okay, I think Steam is actually a really good company, and their website, their site or the application is. I need to fix that floor. Yeah, okay. Anyway, um, the their application actually works really well, but you need to add a lot of things to set up your Steam page. So you need the trailer, 5 screenshots, a build of the game, and you need to decide what price it has, and the descriptions and all of that. So I probably have another like 5 things I'm forgetting, but yes, it's a lot of little tiny things that you have to add, and that takes a lot of time. So if any of you guys listening right now are planning on releasing a game on Steam,
Yeah.
um, it's gonna take a while.
I agree. It's gonna take a lot of time. I've been searching a lot, and I think it's gonna take some time.
But you know, I think it's completely worth it to add a game to Steam. It's worth it because Steam does a very good job at marketing your game. So, like, if you release your game in GameJolt or itch.io, you're probably not going to make as much money as you are on Steam.
Yeah, agreed. I may.
Yes, because Steam is very, very good at that.
Yeah, I agree. I have a game on Game Jolt. It did well. Not, it did well. Don't get me wrong. The game did well. Did well. It did well over my expectations. But
Yes,
if it was a paid game, I don't think people would actually see it. So Steam is actually the best place to put up paid games.
exactly. Yeah. You couldn't say it better.
What I was ah yeah. Damn! That leg spike was
That has never happened to me. I don't know what happened there.
either. You actually fixed this one.
You have no idea how many bugs I fix. Like it's insane. I have like a list a list of dozens of bugs I had to fix. And yes, this was one of them.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the first time I played this, and was it simple? As you're gonna be right there. You look so good. Damn.
That's not a bug. It's a feature.
It's a feature.
It's a feature. I'm probably gonna keep that just for the meme.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's a great laugh. But you talked about bugs, right? What
Hmm.
was the most difficult thing for you to program, and what was the thing that gave you the most bugs?
Well, I that's a pretty easy answer actually. It's the oh
Oh, you
she has
closed
a
her mouth.
mustache.
You closed her mouth.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, so the hardest thing to add was by far the save manager. Because this is I don't think this is a very complex game. It's pretty simple. You can agree with me, right?
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yeah,
I
it's
made a similar version.
exactly. It's supposed to be simple to make in a very short period of time like you did. But when you talk about save manager, you have to think about a lot of different things like where is the position of the player, the doors if they're open or closed, all of the game objects positions like the game objects that the player can pick up, you know,
Yeah.
and the enemies and the player health and the notes and the puzzles, and you know this list gets bigger and bigger until it's massive. So yeah, I when I did this I had a lot of bugs literally everywhere in the game because I was it was messing up with all of my game's aspects. It was not fun.
Yeah, I agree. Making save managers.
Yeah. And by the way, I just have to say this. I'm a very bad programmer right now. Like I'm still learning a lot. That's why I'm in college, by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I I think in a few years I could probably make this save manager a lot quicker. But right now, I don't have the brain. I'm literally stupid, too stupid to make a save manager alone. That bird over there, look on the left. The other left. Yes.
Damn, my boy got lost. Here, have it. It's actually helping. It's actually helping.
What's going on?
Here, receive Jesus.
You're giving him the power of Christ.
It's working.
I don't think he's going to land though.
Wait, I know. Bird,
Can you fly?
bird. Fly me out of here! No! Bird! Fly me out of here, bird! Bird me! No! No! My ticket out of here! My ticket out of this misery! Bird, why do you want this wall? Bird, listen to the power of Jesus, please.
He really loves rocks.
Damn,
Why is that actually working though? Oh my god.
he has a really good hitbox for this. Well, I'm not gonna be spending here the whole year. Actually. Anyways. About your YouTube channel. So, the game was publicized a lot on YouTube. Now that you don't have your game to publicize, what is gonna be your next thing? Aside from your the video about the
Well, I have a lot of videos planned, and actually most of them I had to wait until the game releases. So like I want to make a ranking video of all of my games, and that includes Lost. So I need to wait until Lost comes out, you know.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's a really exciting video that I want to make, and I was waiting for Lost to come out, and then
I freed him! He's free! Hell
let's
yeah.
go. Nice.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so as I was saying, after that, I probably want to make a video about like the sales of the game. I think that's a pretty interesting topic. Like, I'm not sure how much I can share, but I want to make a video like a month from now about how much sales the game has got, and yeah, like to give people idea of how much they can expect a horror game can make on Steam, you know?
Yeah. Well, those are some pretty good ideas.
Yeah. So all of those. Oh my, the trees. Okay. All of those ideas, I need to wait until the game comes out. So I was running out of videos to make for the game because I was just working on the development like all of the time.
Yeah. Sorry, I was appreciating.
Nice.
One thing, did you compose all these songs?
No, I actually really wished I actually really wished I did, but no. They
Wait,
just
did you actually?
taken out.
Did you actually? Damn!
Oh, you found out.
Damn! So, just for context, this on the beta of this level, those guys didn't do anything.
Yes, on
now
the
they
older
do.
page. Yeah.
And it was my idea. Just want to clarify it. So if you die by these guys, just know I did it. You can blame it on me. Let's go.
Yes. You actually gave me two different ideas. I was actually thinking about adding just one enemy that follows you around the forest. Do you remember talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought like I want to make a bunch of faces looking at you in the forest, so I wanted to add multiple enemies, not just one.
Damn. So you added.
So it makes a cooler atmosphere. Yeah.
Damn. So you added more. So you added. All right. It's actually really.
Yeah, and it actually just guides you. It guides you like in an easier way to this specific shelter. So yeah, like I don't have to add any new indications like a tutorial or something. The player is naturally just going to walk this way, and I didn't change anything. I just added the enemies there.
Damn. Can you actually
So
just throw the cross in it? This is a speed run. This is a speed run move, guys. If you want to do a speed run, just use the cross, guys. The power of Jesus is always the answer. Anyway,
that's actually a very good idea. Use the cross.
playing C. And that's ironic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so I was talking about the music. I actually want to learn how to compose songs in a few months.
Yeah, you're really good at the piano, so I think you should. I think you should. Yeah, it's a really. Continue. It's a really
I
good
just
thing.
yeah. I think it will be fun for me in the next game to add all of my own musics. But I know that's going to take a lot of work. So I'm not sure if I want to. Oh,
No,
yeah, okay.
I want the power of Jesus. I the bitrate on YouTube is gonna be it's gonna be abysmal if I don't use if I don't make this. So yeah, guys, I need to abandon the power of Jesus because of YouTube's
No,
bitrate. What did you just say?
nothing. What?
Yo, do it. Yo, can you say a joke?
Um, knock knock.
Oh, sorry. Continue. Who's there? Who's there?
Who's there? This fucking enemy.
He laughed. He laughed. He thought it was funny. Damn.
No, they're too far. They're too far. I'm not that bad. They're not going to follow you like all the way out there.
Wait, can I
Oh,
have
what the
Jesus?
hell? You can go up there?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know that.
Well, now you know. Oh, damn.
Is this a is this a speedrun strat?
Oh, it is. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Let's go, guys. Anyways, what were we saying?
um, I don't know. We are looking at these enemies.
Oh yeah. what was the difficult and the worst enemy to program?
The worst enemy. Oh, that's by far the women in the ground floor. Yes, yes. They were hard to make. Sorry if I cursed there. It was very bad. You probably remember that their arms and legs just were floating in the air.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Editor, put a screenshot on.
yeah. So it was very hard to fix that, and then I needed to make the enemies patrol around the house, you know. So that was a lot of code, and they were by far the hardest enemies. But I think in the end, they are they're not too bad actually. They are kind of smart. They follow you around. They can climb onto things. Yeah, so I think it turned out great.
Yeah, I thought it was these guys. These guys. Bad.
Oh no, these guys were easy as hell. Like they they just have a script that follow you like when you get close to them.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, and this guy is not supposed to be out here.
Checklist, guys. Put up another one. But anyways, before we go on to this boss, I just wanted to ask one question about the bosses. What was the difficult boss to put on to program?
The most
The
difficult
most
boss.
difficult.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of hard to say actually because all of the bosses have the same code as the base actually. So I would probably say the first one was the hardest, even though it's not the most complex. I had to make the script from scratch, you know.
Yeah.
So I in my second and third boss I actually reused a bit of the script in those bosses, so it was easier for them. But in the first boss, I had to make that from the beginning, and it was very hard. I spent like 2 weeks probably making
Damn.
that boss, and the other one just took 1 week. Yeah, or less than that.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
But now in the category of boss, who was the funniest, or the one that you had most fun?
It's this next one that we're gonna play now. Yeah. It's really fun. You can put the key there and start.
All right, with the power of Jesus, guys, we're gonna defeat him. Just watch. Yo! Like that? And where's my cross? You damn creature. Oh, this creature that... the sword. Damn.
Yeah, I think this was the most fun boss. It's very cool. Like you're out here in the air, fighting him, and the view is very nice. So yeah, it looks cool. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like you're fighting a skeleton with blue fire in his face.
Wake up! Wake up, man! You're driving a plane! Continuing. Yeah,
It was a bit sleepy.
It doesn't it doesn't make a lot, but it's fun. And I think I agree with you. This boss is probably the best boss that you have. The first one is cheesy. The second
Yes.
one is also really cheesy. This third one, must admit, it took me some tries to actually put it. It's really fun.
Yes, I think the second phase is pretty hard actually.
Yeah, if you don't, oh damn!
Oh, you hit the tree.
I wasn't prepared for it. If I had the power of Jesus with me, this wouldn't happen.
Yes.
But anyways, one thing that I wanted to ask is if you wanted to add more content after this update. Oh damn!
Oh,
I was trying to do. Damn. All right, I'm not gonna act like I'm a champion. Oh damn.
yes, you have to look out a few times.
Oh,
But
damn.
what was the question?
If you're
didn't
gonna
understand.
add more content in the future, in-
more content.
more content, like oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably not going to add any big new features like a new area, but I'm planning on adding like a speedrun mode
speedrun mode.
and yeah, speedrun. I actually have the timer already. I have the timer like in the game already, but it's just off the screen to the side. You can see it, but it already kind of works. But I still need to fix a few things, so it's probably not gonna come out when the game releases. So I'm gonna set that speedrun timer, and then probably the hint system, like I was saying, so it helps you with the hints. And yeah, and I think a bunch of bug fixes that's probably going to appear, and that'll do it. I think that's already a pretty complete package.
Oh damn!
Oh, it happened again.
That wasn't lucky. That wasn't.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to crouch at the same time as he uses a sword.
Damn. That was a run breaker. No, take notes.
Yeah.
That was close. But why are these trees? I'm not gonna question.
They are very happy to see us.
You didn't just make that joke, right?
No, we can cut this part.
I'm not gonna cut it. Actually, I'm gonna be
Oh,
putting
no.
this clip right now that we took before recording. Yo, Simão, fala uma frase engraçada.
I like big cocks.
Did you saw that? Yeah, really good. Anyways,
Oh no, that was
so
so bad.
so about the content that you're gonna add, is just gonna be the
Yeah.
timer, or is gonna be more than that?
No, just the timer and the hint system. Because if you really think about it, I think I already added a bunch of content to the game, and with the achievements, the timer, and the hints, you're going to have a lot of replayability. That's probably going to take you like 5 or 6 playthroughs to 100% the game.
Damn!
Okay, you were very lucky there. I don't know
Damn!
how you died.
It's almost like he. Oh, this was supposed to happen.
That was kind of weird, the visual issue there.
No! 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 No!
Oh, so close.
That was really annoying. This time, guys, I'm gonna actually pass it. Oh damn. Anyways, other things that I wanted to ask. Yeah, if you could rank all your levels, like you have the ones, you have the upper floor, then you have the ground level floors, and then you have the outside floors. How would you rank them based on how cool they are on, or basically how would you rank them in the tier list? Let's say.
Yeah. So I think I already have a pretty good idea. I would probably put the first the floor 1 of the house in like a D tier, and then I would put the ground floor in B, and this floor, the outside area, in A tier. So I think the outside is the best part. And this is with the changes. Oh, okay. This is with the changes I made, by the way, because before this was not the best area.
Continue. Oh damn!
Whoa!
This was unexpected. Can you believe it?
Okay. So you probably shouldn't get too close to the sword. I didn't thought of that.
Guys, I promise that the game isn't gonna have all those bugs when it releases. This is an early version, guys.
Of course.
Anyways, so I would disagree because I like the floor.
Yes,
I love floors. I already told
Okay,
you.
so how would you rank them in the tier list?
Probably S. I would put S tier on floor 2. Damn, I jumped. I'll probably put S rank on the second floor. Then A tier, I would put the outside. The outside is really fun. I really like I'm really liking this boss fight here. I would put it on the S tier, alongside with. Damn! I'm dead. This was a skill. I would put it in the same tier as the second floor, but there is one thing that I wouldn't put. That is one thing why I wouldn't.
What?
Oh damn!
Bro is just chilling. He's being shielding. What the
No.
hell is happening?
Anyways, guys, hey, can you believe this? I now have a break from the boss. Thank you, Bev. What happens if I just... Oh, I can't. It would be so amazing if I could throw it away.
Can you jump?
Nope. I'll just...
No?
I can't move. Oh, damn, I can't move.
Oh.
Now I
Oh,
can't
that's
move.
that's not that great. Okay, but you can enjoy the view. This is a very good. Look at that church over there. Wow, amazing. Let's ignore that the game like completely screwed up.
Oh, no, I can't. That's... Anyways, while I'm waiting for my plane here to catch it, I would say that the second floor is S tier. The outside floor would be S tier, and I think I would put it in S tier because that puzzle you already know, but the audience doesn't know that puzzle is my least favorite because I would be really frustrated with the final two. Oh, it's coming up, the final two levels. But now that I replayed it in this version, I think it...
Oh damn.
I think it's now.
Eh.
I think it's less painful oh damn, to go to those two final ones.
Yes, I actually made it a bit easier because you said so, and because a few of my other friends and family also said the same thing.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
was a bit too hard.
That was why I wouldn't put it on S tier, but because it's a bit easier now. I think it's S tier. The first floor that you made, it's not an A tier. I think it's a B tier. Because
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's face it. The flashlight mechanic is kind of... It is a bit...
Well,
buggy.
it is very buggy, but it has actually got much better throughout the years. I remember in the beginning that you had to point right at the enemies for them to start dying, and it basically only worked like 10% of the time. It was useless.
Damn.
So yeah, I tried to change it a lot, but
Let's ignore
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Continue.
I tried to change it a lot, but I think this, in the final state when it comes out, it's probably going to be a bit easier to kill the enemies, because now they detect the collision a bit better.
It's good because if the mechanics are a bit easier, then I would put it on an A tier. I wouldn't put it on S tier just because of one. I prefer the puzzles on those two. I think they are really creative and your best puzzles.
Yes, I agree. I think the first puzzles I made weren't that that great. They're fine, you know, but they're a bit too easy, right?
Yeah, it's a bit easy and kind of generic. Like the first one you have is the cannon one. It's not that bad,
Yeah.
but it's easy, like you said. The second one is damn. It's a generic find the button puzzle.
Yes. So don't jump here. Yes. Nice.
Damn, those trees are straighting up.
What? Oh, okay. He's swinging an invisible sword at you. Look out.
Yeah, I need to look out. That sword. No,
Oh,
no, no, no.
No! Jump! Oh my god. Bro, you're almost there. You're literally like...
GG, guys.
Let's
Easy
go.
peasy, lemon squeezy. First try, no heals. Oh, damn!
Absolute cinema.
Absolute sin. Damn. Grandpa, you okay? If I had my cross, I would try to revive you, but I cannot. The power of Jesus isn't with me anymore. Oh well,
That's too bad. Yeah.
that's too bad.
Th- This is what happens when you drink and drive, kids. Watch out.
He was drinking?
No, no, I was joking.
Damn. Kids, that's why you should subscribe to my channel instead. Just kidding. So, for the final questions, because we're in the final things, let's ask, let's try. I wanted to ask three final questions because this is the end of the game. I have here a note. But for the end of the game, I wanted to ask three final questions. The first one is: are you ever going to reveal the story of this game if no one ever finds
That's a great question. I think that most of the story is actually. Oh, okay. Most of the story is actually pretty straightforward to understand in the game, and there are a few secret details that I'm probably going to reveal in the future. But I want in the first few weeks the players to to find things on their own.
out? So you're not going to ever reveal the story.
No, no, I might reveal it, but like a few months from now.
Hmm. That's good. That's good. And actually, you'll- sorry. The second question I want to ask is: second question is, what are your expectations for this game? I know I'm asking this because this is early on. You haven't released the game yet. By the launching of the city, the game is already out on Steam. But what are the expectations?
Well, it's pretty hard to say. Um, you never know what's going to happen. Like this could be the first major indie hit of 2025, and I'm going to make a bajillion dollars.
Damn.
But that's probably not going to happen, right? We can all be realistic. This game is going to sell a few copies, and then it's going to be um, dead, like under the radar. Yeah, I think it's pretty much going to be that. So I'm expecting a few dozen copies.
Doesn't?
I can't. Yes, I can't. I'm not going to say a number like exactly because I literally have no idea how much I'm gonna sell. But I already have around 300 wish lists. So based on that, I already know that about 10 to 20% of those will be converted into a sale. So it's like 10 or 20% of 300.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know um how is that thing getting bigger. Anyway. But yeah, what was the third question?
The third one. Lost but better. Is it actually better? In your opinion, is lost but better than lost?
That's actually a very funny phrase. Um, yeah, so I think I'm gonna be 100% honest here. I think Lost but Better is better than my demo. So it is better than the first third, the ground, the not the ground floor, the first floor of the house. It is much better, but I think you can't compare a game that you did in 2 weeks to a full-on Steam release, with all of those features. It's not fair. So I'm going to say it is if you compare it to my demo version, which is about the same length.
Mhm. It's funny because in the video you said you said that the game isn't that way. So you actually changed your mind. It's really good to know.
Yes.
I don't know, guys. Maybe I should do a lost but better, but there's the whole Steam release, and instead of 2 years, I'll take 1 day. Just kidding. I'll probably need one. We'll probably need all of this, or maybe a
Yes,
month.
it's a lot of work. Even for a real engine, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is a lot of the cutscenes and things. But I don't know. I will. I would never, guys. I will never make a better version of this game. I cannot. There are a lot of things that I don't know. I look back on these past couple months. I can't help but feel a sense of regret. My mother, whoa, who taught me how to fly, died in a tragedy. My mother, but I actually read it wrong. My brother, whom I stupidly sent outside to play in the rain and died because of Zeus. I need to start over. Oh damn, no! You changed the ending, right?
Yes, I did change it. It's much better now.
Yo, you actually changed it, guys. Can I put the ending of the other game on the screen of that other, or are you gonna use it later?
Um, yeah, sure, you can.
Guys, the other ending that I had was like the car would just straight up jump through. It wasn't really that good, and I remember saying something about that, saying, "Oh man, the ending was kind of bad." Are you gonna? This leads me to the final question before I go through the light. I don't want to actually go through the light. I'm forced to. Is this game gonna have more than one ending?
To be honest, I still have time to add another one if I want to, but I don't know. I'm gonna need to think about that um very well because this is a very big room and I could easily just add another exit, right? Like there is the good ending and the bad ending. But I'm not sure yet. Hopefully that's not a bad answer. You know, right now it's only one ending.
Mm, you could add, you could add like a new game plus with all of those things
Yes, in the future, of
in the
course.
future.
In a future update.
No, I don't actually. It's getting louder. My ears. I cannot. Holy, I cannot. Well, I guess I'm forced to. Hello, paper family. I'm back. Thank you. The end. Thank you for completing Lost. This was so. No, special thanks to. Damn. Wait, can I take the survey again?
um,
Oh, please, guys. Oh, it's the same survey. All right. This was a really fun experience. I wasn't expecting you to make a different ending. Damn.
yeah, that was the one of the first things I changed after you played this area.
Damn. So it's time to give my final thoughts and in the scale of 1 to 10 what I rated it. But first,
Yes. So,
I want
what
to
do you
ask
think?
you that question.
Oh,
How would you rank this game from 1 to 10?
I already know. I would probably give it a 7 or an 8.
7 or 8?
Yes, this is my final answer. I already thought about this actually. I was like, what if I was somebody who didn't know the game and I bought it? How would I rank this? And I would probably give it a 7 or an 8. Yeah.
Mm. Can you give me a why?
Yeah, so I would not give it a 9 or 10 because first of all, there are still a few issues. I don't know how this is going to be at launch, but I'm probably going to fix all of the bugs. So, that's already a bit better. And then, since I didn't add everything I wanted in this game, I'm actually never going to say this is a perfect 10 out of 10 experience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a very good game, but a 10 out of 10 is a perfect game. It has to have no issues at all. And my game, it still has a few um
Like the rain stopped here.
unfinished. Yes, it has a few um things that are not that good. But overall, I would probably give it that.
Hmm.
It's not a bad game. It's my first game, so yeah, I mean, for a first game, I couldn't have done better than this.
All right, all right. That's a really good answer. Well, time for me to say to speak my mind.
Yes. So, what did you think of it? Be honest with me.
Hmm. Well, let's start off by actually going through every single thing and trying to give a cohesive review. Because I'll write a review when this game comes up. I'll be the first one to write a review since I've played it. So
Nice.
the first floor, I already said it. I think it's not your best floor.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a B on a tier list. And I say that because of the puzzles and the enemies and the boss is really cheesy. It's not the best, but it's a good introduction. The second floor is where the puzzles really start to taking the form. It gets really creative with you get really creative with the puzzles, and the boss it's kind of cheesy. I'm not gonna lie. You can literally sit around, wait for the chair, dodge it. Oh, a woman just appeared. Dodge. It's an easy fight, but yeah, it's really good, and I rank it on S just because of the puzzles, the creativity behind the puzzles, and the overall experience on that area was extremely good. The
Mm-hmm.
final floor, sorry, the outside area is a really good area. It's really well decorated. There's a lot of assets. You really made the area feel not full, not empty. You made it in the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And 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 because of that, a lot of areas have a meaning to be there. Like the garden on the on the s- on the home has a meaning on why being there. Everything has a meaning behind, and doesn't feel, oh, I need to put something here. Let me just put a garden. It has meaning behind the lore. I think the graves that you have on the on the house, all the things that he put here have a meaning behind, and that's really good. That really
Yes.
adds up to the whole atmosphere and the overall level itself. So
Mm-hmm.
I have a few bad things about the boss on here, but I think the final boss, is a good climax to the whole experience because it's hard. It has some RNG things that I don't know. I don't know. I liked RNG things. I used to like them more because you know I love RNG things, but I used to like them more.
Yes.
Now I kind of don't like them that much.
Mm-hmm.
This has some RNG things, like I need to choose if I would get hit by the sword or if I would get hit by the tree. There's some times where I need to make that choice,
Yeah, I know.
and
I know.
and there's a lot of things that happened, but removing that, it's an extremely good experience. The boss is really well made. It's really funny seeing all the animations. And overall, the final ending, it's a good ending. It's actually an ending that I'm satisfied. I don't know if you remembered what I said on that ending. That I said, oh, this ending doesn't feel as satisfying. And I'm glad that I
Yes.
said that because now the ending is so much better.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes you really need to take that criticism into heart and start changing things.
Yeah, yeah. So with that being said, the game obviously isn't perfect, but I would give it a solid 7 to an 8. I wouldn't give it more than that because I'm comparing this game to big names like Hello Neighbor, Granny, that game. I'm comparing this game to other puzzle games, and if I would compare this to Hello Neighbor, it's on the same tier. I think it's not. The puzzles on a Hello Neighbor are of course more difficult, but they are made that way because I don't know the devs like to make us suffer. In that
Exactly.
aspect, I would put Lost a bit over the over neighbor.
Yes. Hello neighbor.
Hello Neighbor. I would put it above that because Hello Neighbor has some difficult puzzles that I actually searched on the internet on how to solve some of the puzzles. Like you cannot make them. You cannot just
Exactly.
you cannot just
I don't
I need to do this. Of course, it was so easy. No, sometimes it's not that easy. And here it's in here you don't exactly know how to do. You don't exactly know how to, but then the game just guides you. It's a really good. That's one of the things I really like about puzzle games. That's why I'm giving it a 7, probably an 8 when all the bugs are fixed. So yeah, it's a solid experience. It is worth the money. It's like what the gameplay was 2 hours, I think. I'm not kidding.
yes,
I'm not
two
kidding. Yeah,
hours.
yeah. It's no. It's 1 hour.
But you know all the puzzles.
Yeah, I already know most of the puzzles. So yeah, this 2 hours completely. It's a good experience. Yeah, a 7 to an 8 is my favorite. And with that, guys, I think this is the game is over. The video is over. I just want to say thank you for everyone who has stayed to the end. I know this is a hard watch. It's probably gonna be a hard 1 hour video. And I just want to say a few
Mhm.
things. First, thank you for Simon for making his time to be here and actually making this interview.
Of course. Yes.
Thank you for making this game happen and putting it on Steam, of course. And I know I wasn't that good of an interviewer. I wasn't. I didn't prepare that well. I hope you guys can forgive me as well for that. But yeah, I'll try to do a better job